Guys, check out G2A for cheap and reliable games. Link and cashback code in the description. I said from day one, I wanted to make the ultimate off-roading car. And what I mean by that is not going through the grass like a pansy. I mean sand dunes. Sand dunes are new to Forza if you didn't know. If you've been living under a rock. And what do I love? Sand dunes. Why do I love them? Because they're stupid. What are we going to do? Build a car that can take on the sand dunes. Let's get on with it. Now, I fucking love that thing. Now, we've got a few cars that could really suit the sand dunes. We've got things like this. We've got things like this. The Aerial Nomad, it sounds perfect. Sounds absolutely perfect. And I've got to say, the picture of it there looks better than it does when you're driving it in the real world, in the open world for some reason. I don't know. I could be wrong. But in the Forza demo, I think everybody got sick of it pretty quickly. But anyway. So there's a hell of a lot of cars we could go through. I've got all these cars here. We could even use a Jeep, honestly. We could use absolutely any of these and make them probably do it because it's Forza. That's the cool thing about Forza, but also it's negative in a way. You can literally use anything you bloody want. Well, I don't want to use anything. I want to use something that actually looks like it would be doing that. Now, I could very much go with like a proper off-roading car. And I probably will. I think that's what I want to, like, I want to make it look like it does sand dune kind of stuff. Now, another idea would be muscle cars. We could use muscle cars because obviously they bounce around a lot and they're very good for off-roading. We could use those. Again, I do kind of want to do an off-road, like a proper off-road bit. I might end up going with a buggy because buggies are just that much more light and fun. At the same time, we could go with a Raptor. We used a Raptor on the first time we went to the sand dunes and that thing handled it pretty damn well. Now, I just checked the auction house and there are no Raptor Horizon editions yet. That's honestly one I haven't seen yet, so maybe they get unlocked over time. I'm not too sure on that, but I might go with a Raptor. Honestly, we've got a Raptor, but we did it before. I know we should do something different, something I'd actually never consider picking ever, like ever. So I'm actually going to go with this Fiat, or this Abarth Fiat, if you will. I'm going to go with this because it's just something I wouldn't normally pick. It's very, very different. It's it seems very rally style from just looking at it, and I'm hoping there's some visual mods as well. I'm hoping there's at least a few, and not just like the Forza ones though, because they're usually terrible. So I don't want those, but there may be some extra ones. Like, I mean, there might be like basic mods for the body. I'm hoping. Fingers crossed then, and yes, there's a few other ones. Oh my god, yes. Yes, we're talking here now, like we're cooking with fire, whatever you want to say. That looks pretty cool. I'd like a combination of both, but unfortunately I can't have it. So I'm actually going to have that. That'll be very helpful for when I'm helping sort of. Oh, we could have a wing on a wing. We got a wang on a wang on a wing on a wong. We're going to have a spare tire. We're going to have a spare tire. Does that actually... Wait. Go back to that a second. Okay, so... Oh, yeah, okay, that makes sense. It makes it a little bit heavier, I'm assuming. Anyway, putting on the side skirt option, which puts on the mud flaps. Yes, that's what I need. Thank you very much. That'll be very useful. Or sand flaps. That sounds very sexual, doesn't it? Sand flaps. Now, we want some extra lights because we're going to be rallying constantly. That's like a random air scoop that doesn't do anything. Maybe it was air into the cockpit, but I'm going to put it on anyway because why wouldn't I? But I'm happy there's a lot of mods in here. Now, what can we do engine-wise? This is the main thing we need to do because it's not a very powerful thing. We've obviously got in... I don't know what the engine is stock, honestly. I have no idea about this car whatsoever. But what I might actually do is go for the end engine because obviously then we're going to have a bit more. But this is the rally engine. Rally engines are obviously much like crazy. Like instant power is there available to you. Like the torque is insane. So I might go with that. But also we probably get more power out of doing that. So I'm actually going to go with this engine right here. And that's what I'm going to decide to go with. All-wheel drive is essential. Then I'm going to throw in a turbo. And then that, my friends, should boost us up to a decent class, I think, once we start upgrading this thing fully. But yeah, that's basically the base of this little rally monster. I think it looks fucking awesome. I love this thing. Like, I don't really like old classic cars, but it reminds me of an E30, I think. E36. I'm not too sure. E36 or E46. E36. It reminds me of that for some reason. I tell a lie. E30. E30. I know Tyler, the creator, has an E30. If you didn't know that, well, you're welcome. But yeah, we're going to put on the raised suspension a little bit. My question always is the raised suspension higher than the normal suspension? Like, obviously it is stock, but once you tune it, can you get the other suspension higher? I'm not too sure. But this increases like the handling and everything, like it says. But if I raised it, then surely the stats will say the same. I don't know. It's really weird. I'm going to keep it raised anyway. This is the interesting section because rally tires, I don't know if they actually fucking do anything. Like, rally tires, Nick made a video on it a while ago that I think street tires might actually be better than rally tires. I'm not exactly sure. Again, I'm just going to put rally tires on just to be sure. As a prime example of car with 2 bigger rims, mate. That's disgusting. What are you doing? But yeah, I don't really like any of these. Like, they're not bad. They just don't suit the style I'm going for. So I'm going to go and paint my car, and that's about it. Now, you know, if it would have been wise to actually know where the sand dunes are before you did this. Now, my assumption is they're basically here. You can see the little pillars of sand kind of going up on themselves. And here, this is where the festival is. It's a big festival area. I believe there's some, like, other bits of, like, not really sand dunes, but, like, hills of sand here. Like, it's kind of, it's pretty much the same thing, but we're going to try both areas. I think what we'll do first is go over to this direction. Don't know why I marked it. I don't need it. What am I? 5? I wanted to show you this road performance right away. Remember, this is fully upgraded rally tires. Watch this. Here he goes. How the gears are just going. It's so smooth. It's perfect. Like, look at the way it moves as well. It moves so well. Oh my god. Straight away, this thing loved the off-road then, didn't it? I don't know which camera to go on because the wheel's kind of in the way, but let's take this sand dune like a G. Oh my god. And we landed it. Seems pretty perfect thus far. I'm liking the gears without even touching them. I'm liking how the springs are working without touching them. Maybe a little bit softer. Let's try a little bit softer. Again, this is going to be my trial and error build. The end of this episode does not mean the end of my tuning of this car. Because it's... What? It's got a camber. Holy damn. Because obviously this... I don't want to change the driving. Because the driving is fucking perfection. The springs are very, very soft. But the ride height is very, very high. Dampening, I guess I'll just lower it a little bit. This, again, is mostly going to be used off-road. I'm not really going to use it on the road at all. The only time I will is to get to the dune location. The deceleration I'm fine with. Acceleration from the front seems fine so far. Again, I completely forgot that I actually had the rally springs already in here, so the springs are already soft as bloody hell. I guess we'll make them completely soft. No, we need a little bit, I guess, because otherwise we'll just kind of bottom out and it kind of be a bit silly. This is pretty much it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Here we go again! Boom! Look at it. It's taking him like a champ. I wish I could raise it a little bit more. That's my only thing. But I mean, that's something I physically cannot do. Oh no! Well, we broke it, but it's still alive. Off you pop! I need to like throw this thing around and just see how it reacts. It's so fun. It's such a, oh, for God's sake. It's such a fun little car to make, though, because it's just completely different to what I normally pick. Oh, we jumped him! It's so completely different to what I'd normally make. And it's completely different to what a lot of people in Forza would make, how you see. Like, not many people would make a sand dunes car. But I, literally, one of my favorite places to go on the crew was the sand dunes area. It was so much fun. But I can't help but think, like, part of me constantly is going, you know what? I kind of should have maybe tried the rally engine a little bit. But that's mostly gearing. We could do that ourselves if we wanted to. That's the main thing I want from it, because the rally gears in Horizon 2 were kind of useless. That's why they're not in this game anymore. They were literally useless. Well, it sponged everywhere then. That was pretty funny. And take off! Yes! It needs literal wings. It needs a big wang. That's what it needs. And I don't want to put a Forza wing on it. I don't think I could. I could actually. I didn't actually really check that, but I don't want to put a Forza wing on it because if I do, it would literally just like... It would mess it up. It would look stupid. But I mean, it already kind of looks a little bit stupid, but that's kind of the point. So I don't know, it might look pretty cool. Oh, yes! This is where the real sand dune action begins. Yes, it's the sand dune stunt vehicle. Yeah, buddy. Shame you can't, like, control your car in the air. You have to do it before. And I know it sounds silly because that's not what's supposed to happen in real life. You can't control your car in midair, Theo. What are you, a knob? Yes. Yes, I am. And I'm used to playing arcade games where you can do that. And also the fact that the Horizon is somewhat an arcade game. It is very much an arcade game, I'd say. But it does have that hint of realism, which would actually stop anything like that happening. Now, I want to go over now to the other area where there's like, it's not sand dunes. I think it's like mostly rocks. It's just like piles of rocks. Piles. I want to go over to them because they're a little bit smaller, and I'm assuming a little bit more harsh if I was to throw my car off of them. Because, well, they're a little bit, I don't know, they're not as spread out, and also the fact that, well, you wouldn't, they're not really gonna be that solid or like light compared to each other because of the fact, well, it's Forza, but it doesn't simulate sand. If a game simulated sand properly, that would be the most taxing game you've ever played in your life. And that's why, like, you don't get rain properly forming on the road, and you don't, like, get proper puddles forming, or you don't get snow, like, landing on the ground. That's just literally, that would be the most taxing thing any game has ever tried to do. It's probably been tried to be done, but it's just not possible, my friend. I'm sorry. Well, it is possible. It's just ridiculously taxing. I really want to go through these puddles. I want to, like, launch through it. Yes! Definitely pulled better than my Focus did. It just pulls a lot better, which is really awesome. I didn't expect it to pull that much because I imagine, like, it would slow down because of the fact that I went with the less torquey option engine-wise, but it came out with the best, like, speed, I would imagine. One thing I want to try now is the tunnel. Oh! I mean, we kind of did it. We did it like Clarkson did, except we kind of just rolled along the... That's not working very well. I'm on my ass. Here we go. We can do it. Oh! Oh, yes. We did a double. We did a double. One of them was kind of pathetic, but we actually did a double. Anyway, back to sand dunes. I want to have more fun in the sand dunes. Wait, should we take this jump? We can't take that jump on that direction. I completely forgot about that. But yeah, these little ones, they're not as cool, but they're pretty cool. One thing I want to do, I think, to kind of send off a little bit, I want to do the big-ass jump at the end of the runway, because that is one big-ass sand dune, and that would definitely fit the purpose of this car. It's meant to be a thrower. Look at it, it's bopping everywhere, bopping around. It's still no slug, though. It's no slug on the road. This thing's going to top out around 201 miles an hour. That, I think, is absolutely perfect for a car like this. You don't really need to go 200 very often at all, except when you're traveling to the location, when you can just bloody fast travel with your bloody knob. So here we go. Let's get this going. And sand dune! Oh my god! I think that is... that is the best... Oh my god, that's the best jump and landing I've had in any car so far. That, my friends, is my sand dune car. My cheeks are hurting because I've been talking so bloody much, and I've been enjoying this car so much. I've been smiling constantly, you might have noticed. I only wish that that area over there was drivable, because that area over there would be where I would drive next in this little monster. But my friends, thank you so much for watching this video. Be sure to let me know if you've made any builds like this for the sand dunes or any area that isn't normal Forza, so you haven't done one that's like driving. Maybe you've done a rock crawling truck like Tomcat did, which is, I actually like went off-roading with Tomcat once and it was fucking amazing, and I can't wait to do it again. But you get the idea. Let me know if you built any cars out of the ordinary drag and drift builds. I'd love to know. Be sure to leave a like if you enjoyed this type of video and you want to see more like this. Maybe I'll do some more sand dune builds. Some of the buggies that I really wanted to try, we could do those. But yeah. Subscribe if you're new, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Peace. Oh! Yes! Perfect.